right, baby. How y'all doing, baby? It's Thursday, baby. It is Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. And my goodness, I am so glad y'all are here because I'm barely here, but I'm here. Stephanie Dean was the first one to jump in. Thank goodness Jay is coming home soon. Woo, the romance will blossom again. Anyway, Jan Beats is here. Thank you very much. Dorothy Tyndall and Carol Gillens, thank you for being here. Nancy Halverson, Richard Phillips, Michael Johnson, Amanda Elliott, thank you for being here. Rant and Randy Curvin, thank you, brother, for using your voice. We appreciate you so much. Lady Freedom Roxon, and to all the ships at sea, indeed she does. Mark Perkins is here. Insane Tuna is with us. Thank you very much. Jeff Curry, my dear friend Suzanne Jarrett is with us. Family. Bernadette Pree, thank you as always, baby. Amanda Elliott, Michael Falbester 101 for the people, baby. Jean Prim is here. Thank you very much. And Sue Van 50 and Karen Van, what's her name? You know that lady. She's you know who she is. Y'all know who Karen Van Wyck is. Anyway, Dwayne Twizzle, BW is here. There's our resident Martha Oliveira. Anyway, Keith Thompson's here. My buddy up in Minneapolis. Let me see. Robin Lyons is here. S. Warren, Keith Ellis, John Heron, our resident archaeologist. Thank you, brother, for being here. Jeff Curry. Let me see. I'm getting mixed up. Lorraine Barrett. Thank you for being here, darling. We appreciate it. And let me get down here. And our Dessa Purple Moon Dragon and Tina Riley, thank you for being here. Anyway, baby, it is Thursday, and it's time for another Blue Dot. Man, I'm telling you, you could have a meeting every day with what's going on in Europe right now, and things from what the French president said, the worst is yet to come. And indeed, things are going to get mighty bad. The UN is saying they're expecting over 10 million. 10 million people could be displaced in this whole thing. This is really getting to be really serious, and it can't go anywhere but worse on a daily basis. I'm just like y'all. I sit every day wondering just how far is this going to go. It's intolerable right now. So where do we go when it gets even worse? It's an answer that it's elusive, baby. The military side of me says, let's go in and kick ass. Let's go, baby. And knowing that doesn't take you anywhere. I don't know. I really don't. I'm just like y'all. I search every day for the answers in the news, see which way this is going, seeing who's standing up and who's saying what. I am proud of my president. I think Joe Biden has done wonders bringing the world together, bringing NATO together and other nations to stand up against this. That's the leadership of Joe Biden, and I'm proud to see it, baby. They say his numbers are down. I don't understand. I really don't. I'm muddling through, though, baby, the same way y'all are. But my heart is in the Ukraine right now, because that's where freedom is, baby. That's where the democracy that we hold so dear to our heart here is being fought for by everyone. Men, women, young people stepping up, old people, mothers taking up arms to defend their country, to fight for the democracy and the liberty that we so enjoy here. Anyway, Well, I hope. Jeanette Miller says, I heard that his numbers are not down, that's been altered. I don't see how they can be. Brian Champagne, where in the fuck is the Justice Department? There's another little bit of news that the January 6th Commission is recommending the DOJ look at criminal conspiracy investigation into Donnie. I love this. I love this. It's between the communications between his lawyer Eastman, claims he's the lawyer, and Donnie, and the hitch is that's fine. You have attorney-client privilege, but unless you're discussing a crime, which it appears that they are, they were discussing ways to overturn our government, to keep Donnie in power. Another oath keeper flipped, pleading guilty. That's going to add to the evidence of the conspiracy to keep this man in office. He's a traitor, and I don't know, I'm getting carried away now in just thoughts. I saw Lindsey Graham giving a speech up there talking about how terrible Russia was and everything like this. Really? I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see it. Happy to see it. Welcome back, Lindsey. You're going to start seeing more Republicans, I think, starting to jump ship on Donnie, because Donnie's a sinking boat. Donnie's the same old turd that he always was. He's getting soggy and mushy, and it's just going to turn to crap one day, and it's going to flush down into the sewer, I hope. Not soon enough. But there's no shortage of them that are still hanging on to his ass for whatever freaking reason. But they too will be shook off. He'll desert every one of them trying to save his ass in one way or another. But it's disgusting. I understand they had a vote in Congress to support this effort in Ukraine, in three Republican congressmen voted no. I don't know who they are. I didn't go look. Doesn't matter to me. You vote no on that. I could just about guarantee you who they were. That's the kind of day I've had. I haven't had too much time to get to anything. I'm trying to get some things done. And ride this out, baby. Anyway, let's get into some discussion here if we can. Let me thank Jeremy McDonald, who came in with a $10 donation already. Thank you, Jeremy. We appreciate it tremendously. Who we got down there? Nobody wants to talk? Look at that shit. Ain't nobody. Get his ass up here. Get his ass up here. Give him an audience. You know he's going to take that offer. Let's see if he gets here. Can anybody guess who we're talking about? Oh, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect. Hello, Johnny Fly. Johnny Fly, are you with us? Johnny Fly, I can't hear you, brother.
Hello.
There you are. How you doing?
Fine as usual. I forgot to unmute myself.
Well,
had a good day today. A little cold, but
good. I'm glad somebody did. Go ahead.
But on Sunday, get this, it's supposed to go up to 70 degrees. I'm going to take that.
Oh, no shit. All right.
Yeah.
70, yeah? All right, I got you beat by 19.
70 degrees.
I'm supposed to be up to 89.
Oh, really?
I'm dancing in the sunshine, baby. Let it just warm up. I'm ready for some toast down here. Anyway.
Oh, boy.
Johnny Five, we're glad
What do you think of our wonderful...
Our wonderful...
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, our wonderful
what? Do you
what?
think of our wonderful Johnny the dictator wannabe?
Shit.
You know?
My brother called me and he said, hey, did you hear what Donnie said? I said, no, I got to get home. I was talking to him in the car. Did he come out with something? Tell me he came out with something that's stupid today.
Well, I didn't hear what he said, but I know he's still praising Putin. There was something else.
Yeah, he can go piss up the rope.
That January 6th commission.
He started backpedaling yesterday on Fox, talking about how this is terrible, how Russia needs to stop the killing in Ukraine and everything. Yeah, he's trying to backpedal.
Well, if that isn't bullshit, I don't know what is.
Yeah, he's flying in the wind. Johnny Fly, let's get everybody else in here too. Let's see, Jeremy, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good. Did you happen to see who not Mitch McConnell, but Joe Manchin was sitting with during the State of the Union?
Joe Manchin. No, I did not.
He was sitting with the fucking Republicans.
Well, of course he was. He's right there over there with his buddies. You know, I don't know. I don't think too highly of Joe. mansion.
Other than that, I'm holding my breath like everyone else and hoping this thing doesn't get worse, but it sure as hell
Yeah.
seems going to.
Yeah, it's I think everybody in the country is holding their breath. I mean, every day, I don't know about y'all, but it's like I got to know what's going on. I'm hoping, knowing that it's daylight when I'm sleeping over there, you wake up every morning wondering what the hell the news is going to be like. But we're in this, baby, and we need to be. Bill Jones. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jeremy. Were you going to say something? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, kind of like you, when I see that column of armored vehicles headed towards Keys, I really want to send in A-10s and have a field day, but I know it won't work out.
Man, I'm telling you, every time I look at that convoy that's just sitting there for days, all I see is a target. It's you can't sit that long sitting still without taking some heat. Anyway, Bill, how are you?
I think I'm okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Bill, and yourself?
Well, I'm trying not to focus on the negatives and work on the positives. So that's what I've been focused on.
Good.
Anyway, so reminder for I'm going to give you a couple quick things and I'll let you go. And I know you got a million things going on.
Oh yeah, that's me,
Mr.
Busy.
I got a phone call coming in 12 minutes or so. So.
Well,
anyway, I want to let everybody in the Blue Dot community know to, if you haven't already, look up SherryBeasley.com. That's CherryBeasley. She is a retired judge in North Carolina running for U.S. Senate, and we want to get her elected.
Nope. I'm sorry. I thought I had it on the button.
Jump on her website and give Sherry Beasley a look and listen to some of her talks, and you'll see what kind of a great Democrat she is. And we want to get her elected. We're getting ready to do a big push here for her in March and April for the primary first week of May.
Outstanding.
And then we're going to take a month off, and we're going to have a bunch of town halls. And
things are going to start picking up, Bill.
Yeah, well, the fundraising has been going very good. So that's a good thing because this is a Republican state, and they got gazillions of dollars. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, on a good note, I hope people saw that DOJ is starting to take some action.
I'm
getting
excited.
They went after the number 2 Oath Keepers guy, and apparently him and his lawyers got together and they're turning the deal.
Yep, they flipped, baby. They're pleading guilty. They're making a deal. They're trying to get a deal.
He's looking at a 20-year sedition charge, and if he cooperates fully, he's only going to do 7 to 10.
There you go.
The bad news for the guy is 7 to 10 years in the federal prison isn't fun, buddy.
No, it's not fun, but it's a whole lot better than 7 to 10 years in state prison. The big difference there. But yeah, they're going to have to make a deal, baby, because I think January 6th has evidence.
The one thing that gives me confidence when this is positive is you've noticed with each indictment and with each case that they refer to trial, whether it was Bannon, Stone, Eastman, all them guys, and now they got the Oath Keeper dude who's the number 2 man going to turn on the number 1 man. Notice how they're going up the ladder here for January 6th.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I like where this ladder goes too.
We're going to hear some names that end with CRUMP pretty soon.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping.
Yeah, that's where I want to see this go. They're talking about a criminal indictment on his ass. So yeah, let's you break the law. I don't give a shit who you are. President, ex-president, the law is the law.
Right. It is a criminal charge, not a civil charge, because the charge that they ran up on him was attempted sedition. That is a 20-year felony. You can't get much worse than that, buddy.
I'm telling you. This is
Anyway, I had a quick question for you and Travis. I don't know if Travis is still
sure.
Back in,
Travis is right here.
It was back before election time. It was back in October remember when you did that interview with Aaron Trombley?
Yeah.
And at that time, y'all said that you'd be trying to do some more quote unquote podcast format type stuff, interviews and stuff. And here we are in March, and I haven't heard anything. So you guys still looking at that, maybe, or what's up?
Yeah, we had a few setbacks here lately that we've had to deal with.
Yeah, it's mostly life is just getting in the way on our end to be able to do any of that stuff at the moment, because it is something. Because when we worked with Erin, it was actually like an effort. Like, we were in contact with her for a little bit. I was talking with her to try to figure things out. You know, apart from Dad, you know, I'm currently in the middle of a lot of remodeling on my house at the moment. So I've actually been. That's why I'm finally up here for once. Actually, if anybody's noticed, it's like, you know, I'm finally finding time to be able to work and all that other shit.
I understand life happens. I was just curious because as we get into the meat and potatoes of this election come summer and early fall, I think it would be really good to have a couple of
what I want to work on.
Absolutely.
What I want to work on our end, Bill, is to be able to do a split screen video.
Yep.
So we have everybody on the screen. You know, that's you know.
Well, you can do that. You can also do that via Skype, Zoom. There's plenty of things out there.
Yeah, Dad prefers to do everything live. I personally like doing things offline. So one, we have the bandwidth to be able to do the videos and cut down all the juicy parts of the conversation for everybody to listen to. Because, you know, when you have a 2-hour-long conversation, not saying a 2-hour-long conversation is a bad thing. People listen to that all the time. But there are times where, you know, you can cut it down to about 30 minutes to an hour, you know, get your message out there easier. You know, that's normally the work that I come into. But, you know, we just have to set it up. We have to reach out. You know, if anybody wants to talk to us,
I want to be able to do recordings with interview with split screen. And then I'd really like to be able to go live a few times with somebody else on the screen besides my pretty little mug. You know, this gets old after a while, that face, you know, shit. It's the same old shit every day. That's how come I need to put the camera on him, so he looks prettier than me.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Anyway.
Well, I got that, but I'm back. Anyway, that sounds good. I understand life happens, Travis, no worries. I just think that when we started getting into meat potatoes this year, you all want to do something like that, please try to include me. I would love to participate.
Yes. And you're in there, Bill.
I might be able to help you with a guest or two.
There you go. We'd love that.
Well, I'm really up to my ears in this Democratic committee stuff, so I'm starting to get.
And we couldn't be more proud of you for it, Bill. I'm telling you that right up front, brother.
It ain't about that. I'm just trying to do what I can at my age to help my son. I love my country, bud.
Oh, I know you. You're singing the tune, Bill. I know it, brother.
And I have served. We know the deal, and I ain't stopping serving just because I'm an old fart.
Yeah, I ain't gonna stop till I'm in the grave. So there you go, brother.
Yeah, buddy.
It's all the way or
anyway,
done.
You guys be safe. Yeah, no worries, Travis. You do your thing. Get your, take care of your priorities first. We can tackle this anytime. But I think it would be a good thing. This is.
Just if this is something you want to do, Bill, we'll try to get a hold of you ASAP, either me or Dad, because I would like to do something like that again. I think it'd do good on the channel and get the messages out there and stuff.
John has my phone number and my email, so yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
No worries, guys. Be safe.
All right, Bill. We love you. Thank you for coming in. All right. Bill Jones, he is always in the game, baby. S.C. Smith, are you in the room?
I'm here.
How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. As Muhammad Ali said, I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty.
So pretty. If I could just convince myself of that shit. I got a wife, buddy.
Don't steal my line, FC.
Oh, don't worry, Johnny. You can keep it.
Yeah.
I'm not pretty. I'm not
pretty.
pretty.
Pretty is not in the vocabulary for me anymore. Anyway, SC, is everything going good down in Tallahassee, brother?
Yeah, today they were going good. I mean, our governor's
yes.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's a bully, I guess is what and a man-child bully.
You want to fill in everybody on what we're talking about here? What happened?
Well,
one of the things that's happened.
Yeah, well, yesterday he pretty much gave these kids shit for wearing masks. Which anyone can find it. Go look at it. You'll find it on YouTube. Or whatever. But today these kids came back because we had the "Don't Say Gay" bill.
Right.
Going. Well, these kids came out today and they did a statewide walkout. Now, it went out through all the state, throughout the state, and there's a lot of kids that did it. I'm not sure exact numbers or whatever, but the kids in Tallahassee, they all walked out and they went to the Capitol and stood in front of the chambers and screamed, and they sat there and screamed, "We say gay, we say gay."
There you
we
go,
say
baby.
Gay.
There you go.
They got out in front of the Capitol and they said, "We say gay, we said gay." That's what Hey, I believe that
It's what it's going to take, baby. Look what Florida's trying to do right now with that bullshit. It's same way here in Texas with the transgender attack here, trying to criminalize parents of transgender children. It's trying their damnedest to, I don't even want to say legislate morality. They want a punishment, baby. They want punishment for people for being who they are, and that's disgusting.
It was a good thing to see.
Yeah, I did notice one of those kids when DeSantis walked up on the stage, wherever the hell he was, or whatever the hell he was there to say, but he was admonishing these children for wearing their masks right there in front of God and everybody in the TV camera, admonishing them for wearing a mask. What leadership is that, baby?
He's been catching shit for it. I mean, like I said, he's a little Donald Trump. He's a man-child.
We have
bully.
enough serious things in this world going on right now.
It's amazing how these people think that's going to win the hearts of young people. Just saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
The transgender thing here in Texas or the gay thing in Florida. What is this?
Like I said in one of the other rooms last night, I watched the video a couple times, but then got to the point where I was watching other people posting the video, and I didn't have to listen to the sound. Just looking at him, I wanted to, just like, this guy's he's a complete, So we'll see, and you have to keep one thing in mind: he only won by 4% of the vote last time, and so we'll see what happens. But and then again, his wife had cancer, and they announced today that his wife was cancer free, and it was kind of one of those things, it's like, okay, but she's still dealing with his ass, which I'm pretty sure she's happy with him.
Yeah,
but she's still got Ron, so good luck.
Let's see how that works out. Man, I'm telling you. All right, let's see here. We got somebody else in the room, our international flair. Hank, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm fine. Some war news. You were talking about the convoy. The convoy has been attacked
I've seen that
early evening by
I've seen that.
Yeah, by by Ukrainian fighter jets, as well as multiple rocket launch systems.
Telling you can't sit there. You're not a convoy. You're a target.
Yeah,
that's what you become.
No news about results yet. Then something else that just came in that isn't that nice. There is one of the biggest nuclear power plants in Zaporizhia. That was the site of a lot of fighting today, and that power plant, or part of it, is on fire as we speak.
Really?
But that's all news that is just coming in.
Yeah. I knew that the Russians were trying to advance on that facility.
Yeah, it's near Energodar, which is in the middle south of Ukraine. So that's it's a bit worrisome for the rest. Apparently,
yes.
There are a lot of Russians.
It's worrisome for the whole world right now.
Yep, there are a lot of Russians deserting. Apparently, reserves have been called in. They are now talking. The Russians are now talking about drafting people from the separatist republics.
Really?
But probably they won't like that much.
Did you see the video of the young Russian soldier calling home to his mom?
Oh yes, I saw it.
I think everybody's seen that one. That's
they
just...
don't have food. They have been lied to. But of course, to get that information out to Russia itself, which now is blocked on Facebook, Well, the good thing of Russia blocking Facebook is that we don't get any Russian trolls
Yeah.
on Facebook at the moment.
Tracer's
That's
working
quite
both
good.
directions, baby. Let me take a minute to make a call out here. Ed Beatty Jr., thank you very much. Came in with a $3 donation and said, "At work tonight, but in spirit." Ed, do your job, buddy. We're thinking about you. Thank you very much. Whatever it is you're doing, I hope you do it well, and I know you do. And Catman56, my buddy Keith up there, Oorah and Semper Fi, my friend, came over with a $3 donation and said, "Thing about it, the strike on the first vehicle in the convoy, then one back on the back end, and a new highway of death." Yeah. They put themselves in a bad situation over there. Thank you very much, Keith. There's reports of Russians sabotaging their own gas tanks, poking hole in them. Hey, we're out of gas. We can't go anywhere. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is live feed from Kiev. If there's another area.
We can't see it, Hank. I can't see it.
No, but
not during the show, anyway.
Yeah, I seen a video of a whole bunch of Russian soldiers, and apparently, they were like all pissed off. It said they were pissed off and undersupplied, and they were starting to get disgruntled. Now I don't know because none of the video was translated, so they are all whoever was. I think it was another soldier shooting the video. He's speaking Russian, so I couldn't translate it. But yeah, they didn't look happy. They didn't look like they were ready to go.
I'll tell you what, baby. This whole the whole Ukrainian resistance to this is inspiring, and it should be inspiring to anybody in the world. Anybody.
I see what.
Go ahead.
There's another there's one of these Russian oligarchs that's already put a bounty on Putin's head for like $1 million.
So raise that price, baby. $1 million. Come on, buddy. You're a billionaire. Put a little bit more out there.
His name,
come on.
But yeah, so I mean, exactly.
Maybe they could get a fund going. The absolute best outcome for this would be the Julius Caesar outcome. It would be somebody within Russia that would take him out. Who's the Brutus in this group of oligarchs that is going to have the courage enough? Because something's got to give.
Yeah.
This is going to hurt the Russian people as much as it's going to hurt us. I don't know about y'all, but right now my gas down here is $3.48. Lord, we've never seen that. This is I don't know what y'all are paying right now, but it's going up.
That's about what it is for me. And I went last Thursday and filled up my tank. I went today, and it was already at half tank. I went today, and I just put another 25 in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna keep doing that because I'm like for right now because I admit it, I'm one of those people that'll get
cost you just as much money to keep it on full as it does to keep it on empty.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I don't drive too much, but I'm one that I'll go. Go put $20 in it when it gets empty. Go put.
I'm loving my new little car every day.
Yeah, I'm like, I made up my mind. When it gets right now, when it gets down to half the tank.
Valerie Wood Wasado's at $3.79 now. So,
hey John,
also very nice news. IKEA has closed all their stores in Russia.
Really? You were going to say, Jeremy? Go ahead.
So about a month ago, I would prepay $100 on my truck, and it would stop between 90 and 100. Last week, I prepaid 110. It stopped at 110.
Yep.
Last night, I prepaid 120. It stopped at 120.
I'm telling you.
In East Central Pennsylvania here now, down the road from me, at several stations, $3.99 that run up to overnight.
Yeah. And I see they want to cut off the Russian oil.
Yes.
Which
there is a bipartisan group in Congress right now discussing the possibilities of banning Russian oil. Now,
and from what I understand, it wouldn't hurt us any more than
it's going to hurt us. This is not the highest it's going to go yet. I don't think. That's what that we have to realize and prepare ourselves for. We are behind this Ukrainian fight 100%. As we should be. But within any major conflict, anything in the world, there's a price that's going to be felt by everybody. And it's going to hit us too. Yes, sir.
Just remember now who to blame for that. It's Joe Biden, according to my cousin.
According to your cousin? Yeah,
it's a
well,
soldier.
you know,
If it wasn't
tell your
for Joe
cousin we're
Biden,
praying for him, buddy. We're gonna pray for him.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
mean-
that was going to help him.
Yeah, you know, it all depends on what the hell you want to drive. You got to look at that too. If you want the big
Yeah.
ass truck, that just gobbles up,
Oh, I
Hey,
see him down here
that's-
every day,
that's
sucking that money out of their wallet.
That's your damn choice. You know, I seen a girl post that she filled up at $66. She wasn't complaining or blaming anybody about it, but
Yeah.
well, that's just the way it is. You drive a big ass fucking truck.
Yep.
You
Oh,
know?
I've got
then-
one.
and then-
Not a big
and then
ass
not
truck,
only-
but I got one,
not
and
only
it's gonna
that-
take some
not only
bucks to
that-
fill it up. Luckily
not
for
only
me,
that,
Tyler's driving it, so he has to put gas in it now. So I'm driving
Yeah,
that
I see
little
how-
car.
She wants to pull four wheelers and
Yeah.
other kind of motorcycles and shit around. So yeah, I mean, well, maybe you should just better, you know, learn how to live without your ATVs
You've got a
and
better cash flow
motorcycles
than
for
I-
a little bit, you know.
I do.
Yeah.
I see.
You know.
I see high prices, a small price to pay if Ukraine can stick it to Russia. That's
Well,
what I see.
that's what we were talking about the other day, and it's universal, whether it's here in the United States or in Europe. It is the shared sacrifice of any effort what is society willing to do? The least of which would be the prices that we're going to have to endure to keep this up, which is a small price to pay for democracy and for freedom. It's costing lives, baby, and that's worth a whole lot more. But that's where we are. So yeah, we're going to see some pain in this country. We're going to see pain all over Europe. Things are going to cost more. Groceries are going to cost more. You hope that that we don't get into a price gouging shit where people are just taking advantage of the situation because the supply is low on items. But I say because.
It looks
Because-
like Hank got dropped out the room. I'm sorry, John.
Oh, Travis Getty went back in, I think.
Reports were coming in last night that Russia was reporting they lost 500 troops. Ukraine saying Russia's lost more like 6,000 troops.
I think it's. I
If that's
think,
true,
5,800
If
or
it's-
something.
if it's true, they've lost more than any other one of their bumbles they've been in the last like century
this is
in
costing
this fight
Russia.
so far.
Of
Yeah.
course, it's a different fight than Syria.
Yes.
You know
Much
what?
different enemy.
I'm just wondering, do you think Putin really thought this through before he decided to attack? I'm wondering about
It's not going. I don't think it's going as what he thought it would. Of
Oh,
course,
no.
now over there, he's saying right now everything's going as planned. Really, this was your plan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not a
maybe
good
he's
plan,
getting
buddy.
bad information,
Uh,
John.
Well, you know, he's built a bubble around himself that he's surrounded by people who are going to tell him exactly what he wants to know.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
might also be overconfident.
I think
Just,
so.
I mean, he's got a big army. Is this just his F troop he's got in there right now? I mean,
He has
it
more.
gonna go through the way that he thought? I mean, shit. I mean, it's surprising. I mean, these Ukraine people. I mean, God. I
Yeah.
mean, get all the props for fighting for their freedom, but just to sit here and witness Russia doing not good is like, okay, I just can't. It's like they got, was it the largest army in the world, or is
Mhm.
I mean, so it's like, what's this man got? What's he playing? Is the whole deal? This is just like a day-to-day thing, and you know, it's like, what's the deal? You know, I think, yeah, what's going to
Well,
happen?
let's see. What
Grow
I
some
don't
food,
understand
family.
is
Here's
he is
Bernadette's
just
advice, and it's good
attacking.
advice.
he's just attacking civilians. People, the country didn't even do anything
Oh,
against him. And he just is being one big bully. I mean, I cannot, I think most normal people cannot comprehend how one person can do that to civilians and innocent children, babies, mothers. How
Yeah,
could
well,
they do that?
we don't know we know he's freaking crazy, but we don't.
He's evil.
We haven't found out the limit of his craziness yet.
And
We're
then the whole,
getting
just the
we're
whole,
getting hints of it when he starts tossing around the word about nuclear options.
and just the whole thing. You know, you see it on because TikTok. I don't do a lot of TikTok, but apparently you go to TikTok and see all this crazy. But I see other stuff here where like this girl's getting in the abandoned Russian tank and teaching you how to drive it and shit. I'm like,
Oh yeah, the
that's,
APC.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to be
I'm like
driving around
USC.
in
I'm
one
not a
of them.
big TikTok guy, but my kids are, and they finally go, "Well, look, Dad, here, And they got me on the Ukraine feed, I guess, or whatever. And you can sit there and look at video after video. It'll break your heart and it'll make you proud. Let me see. I have a thank you to send out here real quick, please. And that's to Dwayne Dwezzle, came in with a $5 donation and said, I heard Putin will declare martial law tomorrow. I heard the same thing, Dwayne, earlier.
I have a question for all of you. I mean, looking at Ukraine and how they are defending themselves,
right?
It's very inspiring. But do you think that the rich and basically spoiled West, where we live, like you in the States and we in Europe, in Western Europe, do you think the people here would react the same under an onslaught like that? Or are the Ukrainians more feisty or maybe less spoiled than we ever been?
Are you talking about it if it would happen on our soil?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Well, let me get Catman 56 in the room. Keith. Hoorah.
Hello.
Semper Fi, my friend. You all right?
Hello.
I wanted to get you in the conversation, brother.
Thank you. This is the first time I've actually tried this connection. Thank you, everybody.
Welcome, Keith.
Looking at this historically,
right?
Russia hasn't learned a damn thing. They went to Afghanistan, got their asses kicked. They went to Chechnya, got their asses kicked.
Okay.
Now we've seen history of what can happen in Iraq, and they're setting themselves up for another foobar.
I think.
Okay, I'll let you guys go.
Oh,
listen.
No, you ain't going nowhere. Yeah, stay right there.
Yeah, hang out, Keith. Hang out,
I'm here.
Man.
Okay. Go ahead, SC.
No, I was going to tell Keith, hang out, man. This is the first time he actually jumped in. So, yeah, hang out, man.
I think he meant he's just going to mute his mic when he's not talking.
Well, I got it to work.
There you go. I'm glad. I'm glad to see you here, brother. I really am. Oh yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah.
Well, about the polarized situation. I mean, in the West, I once talked with a reenactment friend of mine and another guy who was in the military, and we basically were a bit worried because when the power goes in the Netherlands, people in the cities would die within a week. They don't know how to make a fire.
The conversation's going around here, Hank, because one of those conversations went around my house today because the cost of gas going up, and we got, thanks to this Blue Dot family, we do have a generator. Well, generators use gas, so if anything does happen after it happens, it's not a good time to go looking for gas. So yeah, we got to think about maybe stockpiling a little bit of a few cans of gasoline and whatnot, and some propane tanks. And
yeah, you don't need to prep basically.
No, don't. I'm not a prepper. But
the problem
if I don't use it there, I use it in my lawnmower. So
there is kind of an asociality in Western civilization. I mean, in the rich West that we are living in. So not Ukraine, because Ukraine, no matter how you look at it, it's still Western. It's not a Western country. It's a Russian, Eastern European, Ukrainian country with a completely different mindset that we have in Western Europe. So what I see here is like people, they're all spoiled. They all live in luxury, basically. Even the poor people here live in luxury. And there's kind of an asocial attitude, sociologically speaking. And I'm sometimes worried that in the case of a war, you would probably earlier have to fight your neighbor than you would help him. And that's the creepy thing.
It is the. Go ahead, Johnny Fly.
I was just going to say, during the World War II, from what I understand, what I read in history, there was a big push on patriotism, to fight for our country. But I tend to agree with Hank. It's like, what's happening today, it really makes you think, would that many people really?
I've often said that World War II was the last time that this country was unified around the military operations. After that, through Korea, through South Vietnam, and hence Not so much, baby. And we didn't look too good going into Iraq. That didn't work out too well for us.
No.
So we've made some drastic, changes
Like I
in the
said,
world that weren't for the good.
Hey, John,
What was that saying? Like John Kennedy, what you can do for your country?
Yeah, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you could do for your country. That's one of the Kennedy was one of my first big heroes. He's a Navy guy. I was a Navy brat. Of course, he was one of my big heroes in life.
Yeah, and you've talked about before. We're not. I mean, we're not used to war over here. I mean, we were Civil War.
If it came to this land, I'm always.
And we'd be probably be defending ourselves against our neighbors,
against each other.
You forget. Yeah. We've already seen a preview of what would happen here in the Revolutionary War. Britain tried to take back land that was once theirs when we declared ourselves a sovereign nation. About a third of us said no. We're with the fucking Britain.
Yes, it wasn't a unanimous thing even on our own revolution here, but now
we probably have the same thing here because of the Trump falls. There's about a third of them that are within.
We have people running for Senate who are openly coming out that saying they are more aligned with Putin and his Christian values than they are with Joe Biden and his Christian values. That lady, I have her name written down here somewhere, that spoke at CPAC. That just irked my ass. What are you saying?
I see.
There is a divide in this nation that you have to worry about.
I someone share on Twitter today that someone here in Florida, I don't know where it was at in Florida or whatever, but they were driving around. They said they seen them driving US 19 with an American flag and a Russian flag. These fuckers with their big old trucks flying they're flying an American and a Russian flag.
They with the rebel flag, Russian flag, whatever. It is outrageous for them, for you to know that they hate Joe Biden or Democrats or whatever the fuck. That's what I mean.
With any redneck, I could understand the rebel flag, but the Russian flag, what the hell? You really lost.
Yeah, really. You ate up with this shit. Yes, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Bernadette has her hand up.
Oh, does she?
I was about to say, I'm gonna back out to let her come in, and I'll just listen for a while.
All right, Travis had to go down and check on Rose. She just got home. Jeremy, thank you very much for coming in, brother. We appreciate it.
Sure, like I said, I'll back out so she can take my spot when Travis comes back.
We got room at this table, buddy. You don't have to go anywhere. We all just have to be polite and not talk over each other. And we can get everybody in here, including our own Bernadette Pre. Bernadette, how are you? Oh, praise be to the lady who giveth me the salve. Bernie. She's muted.
She's muted.
Yep. There she is.
I'm sorry. I thought I was unmuted.
Hi, Bernadette.
Hi, everybody. And John, you're so welcome. What a blessing that it works for you.
I am
so excited.
Right now, I ain't getting up in the morning. It's the first thing I do. Slather some on, baby. Let's go.
I'm glad it still works for you.
It does.
I just got something really quick to say, and I don't even have to stay in the room because I was so busy out there on YouTube chatting with everybody. A war on our own land. Yeah, no. I think we'd fall fucking apart. We are so ultra privileged in this fucking country, and we take everything for granted. Okay, we would lose our fucking minds. We don't know how to go back.
I don't think it would be like in the movies, baby.
We don't know how to leave our homes and walk to the nearest border to save our fucking children's lives. We do the stupidest shit in this fucking country. And I ain't gonna stay long and I ain't gonna rant long. But I think this country would fall apart. We have not had war on this soil since the Civil War. We had an experience in Hawaii with World War II. We had 9/11. That's the closest we've come.
Yes.
Okay. Would it galvanize us? Not at this point. Not at this point. We're already at each other's throat. We got people in this country going over to the Ukraine and fighting with the fucking Russians. I heard it on Robin's show this afternoon.
No shit.
It's fucking disgusting. A guy from Texas going over there to stand with the guys in the fucking line waiting to blow up cities. and they're just fucking retarded.
Well,
in
let's
this
just hope he
country
gets his
right now.
ass blowed up over there.
They should make
No
sure they
loss to
stay
me.
over there now too. Don't let
But
them back
guys,
in
come
the
on,
country.
seriously, think about this. We have wars in other places, so we don't have to do it here.
We have always
That's
been
what
set up
America
to
is
defend our
about.
country over there. And we have a good buffer zone
About
of water
in this
around us
country
with,
right
with
here.
allies
We
on.
saw what happened on 1/6.
Yeah,
On January 6th, we
Indeed.
saw what happened.
indeed. And we're not out of that yet.
Where did
We
our
have not
president,
solved
when there
that
was
issue yet.
protesting
And
in the
there are
street,
those that are.
went to,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
John, he went to a fucking bunker. He went to, when people were
Yeah.
just protesting in the street
Yeah.
in Washington, D.C., he went to a fucking bunker.
He's been a
Where was
pussy
our
all his life. What do you
president?
want? What do you want? He has been a coward all his life. He has
That's all I
talked
wanna
the
say.
big man
I'm
all
gonna
his
talk
life
about
while he sent other people out to do his shit. That's Trump. Everything about him is a facade.
Finish
It's an act. I'm
the
sorry.
conversation, okay?
Okay.
I'm out. Hank's out there. Bring him
Uh-oh.
in. I'm going to jump back into YouTube. And thank you to everybody who's donating tonight. You guys are awesome. I
Thank
love
you.
this family.
We do.
I love this
All right,
family.
Berto.
We do.
Bye, y'all.
See you,
There's
bud.
Hank.
Thanks for.
I think
getting-
Barney's a little hot tonight.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
concerned.
well, I mean, why
Well, she
not
makes a
be?
good point.
I mean,
No,
we
she's.
are.
I said it the other day. You think I'm worried where I'm at? Yes, I am. Am I confident that my neighbors would come to my rescue? No, I'm not.
Yeah,
Well, that's pretty
I'm
bad, John,
not.
when you have American people backing Putin. That's pretty sad.
well,
It
see,
is.
Putin did that. He did that. Putin
Trump
did
did that.
Putin did all that. It was
Trump
Trump,
did
but he
that.
had Trump. Trump was
Trump
his.
did it.
Like Hillary said, Trump was his puppet.
How long
Trump
was
was
it
his
before
puppet.
we started hearing bullshit from? I'm sorry, we'll get Hank back in here. From Republicans after Donnie got on about how Russia's not that bad. Russia's not that bad. Well, listen to Tucker Carlson now. Shit, he's a cheerleader for Putin. What the hell?
And then I see where there's some Fox executive that was like got in trouble for shit.
Yeah.
For fucking with the sanctions and shit.
Yeah.
I need to go back and find the story.
Okay, while you do that, let me send out a couple of thank yous because I want to say thank you to Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong, came in with $5 and said, "Go ahead, API, raise those gas prices, force the public to go electric." Hey, there you go, baby. API, American Petroleum Institute, if you don't know. And I want to thank Gene Prim. I hope I said that right. Prim, thank you very much. Came in with a $20 donation, and thank you for subscribing also, Gene. We appreciate that tremendously. Y'all do that. If you ain't subscribed yet, reach down there at that button, hit subscribe. And a thumbs up, too, wouldn't hurt. Thank you.
This is
Yeah, subscribe.
Hello.
Hello, Keith. Go ahead.
Hey.
Just a thought.
Okay.
Some people
Uh-huh.
wanted poor Mexican kids caged up and sent to slave camps,
Yeah, unbelievable.
but then support a regime which are killing innocent people. What is the common denominator here?
There ain't
Is it black folk or white folk or just
ignorant folk.
sick folk?
It's ignorant fuckers.
It's fascism.
It's I'm so the reason that we're all worried about everything is I think we can handle ourselves on the world stage. I think we could face whatever is coming down the pike for this nation. What we're all concerned about is within our own house. That those that within our own nation that have supported this disgusting traitor as he was, Trump, and it's hard for them to turn around and admit that they were wrong. They got to admit, hey, this guy here turned out to be an asshole. Yeah, he was. But you got to turn him loose.
You see the difference? It's okay to cage up the brown folk, but oh my God, we have to protect Ukraine, which is justified, Brandon. Okay.
Yeah.
But,
Catman, it's the same. Like we cry and we are all worked up because we see a Ukrainian girl in a shelter or in a bomb shelter, And we don't do that when we see an Afghan
No.
girl or an
No,
Iraqi
it's a different
girl,
response, baby.
because we don't give a fuck.
Can anyone else
We're
see
selective
China?
with our
You see
outrage.
that. Yes.
You know? We're selective with our outrage. We're selective with our desire for outcomes. Yes.
I must say one thing. I did see Biden's speech in full, and it was very good,
Thank
very
you.
strong,
Good.
impressive. And there was one moment I actually burst out laughing, but that was not his fault. He said
Yes.
he wanted to say the Ukrainians have the right
Yeah.
to exist, and he said the Iranians.
Yes. Everybody heard it, and everybody did the same thing. Went, oh shit. But everybody knew what he meant to say.
Yes, of course.
But there will be those that will point to that, and go,
But these two bitches.
yeah, you don't even have to say their names. We know who you're talking about.
They should be ousted. They should be ousted out of Congress.
Bobart, you talk about bad timing. Because this is a big. Let me tell you that issue that Biden was talking about, the burn pit veterans. That is a big issue here in Corpus Christi, Texas. It was one of the founding members is here in Corpus Christi. Eric Olkeen, the guy who supported so much for congressman, is a big pushing this. This is a serious issue that has caused veterans pain and suffering for many, many years. You're exposed to hazardous chemicals, and don't tell me you ain't. You're written next to a burn pit. That's the nastiest shit you're ever going to smell in your fucking life, and it's going to stay with you forever. And the disease and the cancers that have come from that. And it's hard to get that through your VA system and to get treated for it and everything else. We need to stop that shit. That's what Joe Biden was talking about when Lauren Bobart, when he was talking about soldiers in caskets with flags, and she's going to yell out 13. You put 13 of them in there. Really? Really? The next line he was going to talk about was his own son, Bo.
Yeah.
You bitch.
It disgusts me.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't use that word very
also,
often, but in this, she pissed me off. And Marjorie Taylor Greene's the same freaking way. They're just whores for publicity. That's what they want. They want to be outrageous. They want to say something mean and nasty. They want to be the nasty girls. Paul Gosar wants to stand around like he's I don't know. He's a dumbass with the white supremacist. That's all he is. Anyway.
But when she said that,
would have slapped her in the face or something. So
you want to, just here, Marjorie.
Well, when she said that, Biden was also talking about the other guy, because he had the guy's wife was there,
right?
And apparently he was one of the people that had died from this, brain too. And she was like looking down. I mean, you could tell it kind of like ruined her because she's there, for the president, and she's supposed to stand up and applaud, and but Bobart said that shit, and she's just like looking at her with this evil eye, like I can't believe.
Yeah,
that lady was pissed, and I don't blame her. He's getting ready to talk about her husband, and she says that, and it's just totally disrespectful, because Joe Biden was your anger was at Joe Biden, but there's other people there that have lost loved ones because of this, and you say some shit like that. That lady looked like she wanted to walk down there and just smack the hell out of her.
just as a European viewer, okay, it's. I'll be honest. It's not as bad as the applauding machine in North Korea, but many people here have a strange feeling when Biden or any president makes a State of the Union, and everybody after every sentence starts standing up and clapping and cheering, and then sit down again. I mean, we have something like do the speech.
Hank, did you bring up a minute ago about the nuclear power plant? Yeah. It's on fire, baby. Now. It's on fire as we speak.
Well, apparently they've been bombing it. That's why. Because I was
selling it.
And going back to those burn pits, John, almost to a T, every last person that worked on the F-117 Nighthawk at Area 51 was being developed came down with cancer and either survived or died. Every last one of them.
Let me tell you, I worked at a chemical unit, buddy. I worked at a chemical unit. My wife worries about my ass for so many different reasons, but that's one of the big ones. I worked for years inside a chemical unit. For me to go to work, I had to, everything on me was rubber. Rubber gloves, rubber aprons, rubber face shields, rubber boots, rubber outfit, the whole chemical environmental, that was me. Yes. There's nasty fucking shit out there. And a lot of veterans were exposed to it.
Did you also work with Chrome 6 then?
Chrome 6? I work with Chrome.
Chrome 6 is kind of a military paint that they use in the Netherlands, and a lot of people got cancer from that.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. Everything from sulfuric acid to what's that one? Man, that's the one I was always afraid of.
Formaldehyde, by chance?
We worked with cyanide. I was one of the few people out at the Army Depot that had to be taken to the hospital for cyanide poisoning because a rack broke. I was near the tank of cyanide solution, and boom, we had a big dunk. It went all up underneath my face shield. They jerked my ass under a shower. I mean, we had emergency showers all over the place. Yeah, we had in there. It was, we didn't have a floor. You walked on a grate. We had a basement. You didn't go in that basement for shit. If the alarm went off, you got your ass outside the door. If your buddy fell down, you better keep going, because you go get a fucking air supply unit and come back and get him. That's the one thing that we were taught in my unit. If the guy next to you fucking drops, don't go see what the fuck happened. Get the fuck out, because that's the only chance you got. You only got minutes inside this unit I worked in to get the fuck out. Then you go get your oxygen, and then you come back and try to perform rescues. That's the way we were trained with the chemicals that we when you go from a sulfuric acid tank, and you perform a process in that tank, and you take your equipment out and you rinse the fuck out of it, because the next tank you're going to put that in is a cyanide tank in this process. If you go look up in the history books or the science books, if you had sulfuric acid to cyanide, guess what you get? Cyanide gas.
Dead.
You get dead. And so you really had to be cautious with this shit. Huh?
Remember that when they had the gas, the execution chambers for gas, that's how they did it. They dropped, what was this? Sulfuric acid tablet, or was it cyanide tablet? They dumped it in sulfuric acid.
Yeah.
And that's what killed
that's what kills. That's what makes the gas chamber is cyanide pellets into acid. Let me.
Sulfuric acid. I used to work.
Tell me about it.
I used to work in a bleach and dye plant. They used to strip the dye to get it out of the fabric. And when they pulled that grate, you had to get the hell out of it. It was wicked.
Oh, yeah, believe me. Anyway, let me send out thank you to Diana Mallory for a $5 donation, and said heard Bill Barr's interview when he told fuck Trump his voter fraud claims were bullshit. How much evidence do you need, Merrick Garland? Oh, baby, I'm looking for a criminal charge. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, we all are.
Travis has got this video up in front of me right now of the nuclear power plant in Ukraine on fire. This is not good. You got Chernobyl up in that. What's the plan here?
Well, no. Here's the deal. If this thing goes up, the damage is going to be 10 times worse than Chernobyl.
That's what I'm saying. What's the plan here for attacking a nuclear?
It's the largest one in Europe.
Guys, before you panic.
Yeah, I'm panicking. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know, but don't. Only if the rods are still in the reactor, the cooling is broken, and the rods have not been taken out to prevent a meltdown.
Good.
Then it might be dangerous. But I'm thinking that this power plant in advance has been made safe in the way that the nuclear rods have been removed from the fuel. The fuel has been removed. It might still.
Let's hope that. Yeah. Well, let's assume that wiser brains than us know what they're doing. it's just the idea of what is Russia's end game here.
What you're not seeing is the clips earlier of all the tracer rounds going into the plant. It's like they're fighting on all sides of it. Well, no, I wasn't talking about you specifically.
No, he knows. I haven't seen any.
Yeah, I was letting Dad know.
I've seen it. Yeah, it's just posted in the standard group. I mean, about nuclear stuff. I've seen a horrendous documentary once years ago, and it was about the Bikini Atoll nuclear bomb.
Right.
It went off as a test, and then they sent these young American Navy sailors onto these ships to check what happened to the livestock they put on these ships. And they actually told these young American sailors, "Oh, you can go shower on the ship,
you'll wash it right off."
Yeah, you'll wash it right off. And every one of those sailors got cancer and died. And I mean horrific cancer, like mutations.
Nuclear fallout is it's devastating.
Even if the reactor were cleaned out of all of the rods, there is still the residue.
Yeah.
And you walk through that, you got it.
Yeah, you die.
Yeah, it's radioactive material.
Yeah, and of course, the cloud of the fire can spread all over the place. That's also right.
Yes.
That's also
John,
correct.
I heard a story one time about a company who paved people's driveways with shells, crushed up shells. One of the places they harvest the shells was from Bikini Atoll, and they were thought to be safe. And in one of their orders, someone went to their driveway and was digging out the pile of the shells, and they hit a canister. It wasn't leaking, but when they called in the specialist for it, it was a cyanide canister.
Really?
The reason it was there is because we got the great ideas in the 60s to dispose of our cyanide canisters in the deep waters of Bikini Atoll because it's already nuclear.
Oh, yeah.
So it's full of dangerous stuff there, yeah.
Oh, my God. It's horrific.
The war, the most I can remember myself personally was when I was in Guam, in the early 70s. When parts of Guam itself you still could not walk on. This is in the early 70s, man. World War II has been over a long time. No, there's still ordnance out there ain't exploded, baby. There's all over the world. There's still mines all over the place in Southeast Asia. Still booby trapped somewhere or another. We're still war. It never ends, baby. It never ends. It just continues on in a different form.
These kids are still losing their legs in many countries to our mines from misadventure.
Oh, yes.
Africa.
And now
we're still blowing up bombs from Vietnam.
I was really, I don't know, living in a dream world, I guess. Maybe when Obama was in it, it's the last time I remember ever fucking dreaming anything good. That we were going to reach that place where borders were going to, we're fixed. We're not going to do this shit anymore. There's not going to be any more wars because we're all pretty well set here. Nobody can secretly attack anybody else. Everybody's watching everybody else on TV and all this shit, and we're going to get there. This proves I was wrong. This proves that ever since Trump came on the scene, there's been an uneasy feeling in this nation from those that know.
Mitch has his hand up.
Does he? Hold on, I can't see shit.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me find my.
Hang on, I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yes.
Oh, Mitch Goldstein. Hey, there's Mitch.
Yeah.
I couldn't see him. He was underneath the TV.
Hey, Mitch.
I'm sorry, Mitch. You were behind the TV. I couldn't see you, buddy.
What's up, Blue Dots?
How are you doing, Mitch? How's Julie?
Hey, Blue Dot.
Everybody's okay.
Good.
Julie, I think out grabbing. We're having kind of a late dinner tonight, so
How romantic.
chilling. Yes.
That's what it is, right? It was planned that way. Romantic. Sell it that way, buddy. See?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Doing all right. Things could be better. I ain't won the lotto yet, so, Of course, I ain't played, so might be the reason. What's it?
I'm pretty pissed off. I was born into a generation of people that really thought that we could end war, and we did. We ended war of a certain type, and we adopted a different style. And now you're seeing the new style of war. So when you flip on your John Wayne movie or whatever to see your World War II movie, you're talking about a whole different ballgame right now.
Yeah, this is a different world, baby.
But on the internet.
Indeed.
And
if you want to see it, it's there.
sure.
You know, up close and personal. There are so many videos on TikTok and on YouTube, and you know.
I'm not sure, what to believe or who to believe.
If you go to YouTube to Zaporizhia power plant, you can see a live feed of the fighting basically.
Travis has.
Did
you catch that, Travis?
No, I didn't. I'm trying to read something. What's up?
It's on YouTube. If you type in Zaporizhia power plant, there is a live stream of the fighting going on.
And where is that at, or where can that be found?
YouTube. YouTube.com.
On YouTube.
Okay, I'll go looking for it.
Yeah, it's called, the video is called Battle for a Nehodar Nuclear Power Plant.
That's probably part of it, because there's tracer fire going into the plant right there. So that's probably part of the live feed that he's talking about.
Black and white image at the moment.
Right.
Of the fire. Like I don't know, black
well,
and white.
They were reporting all day earlier that the troops were headed towards that plant.
Yeah.
So we knew it was a target. That's you just want to shake your head, like this is going to get serious, baby. This is going to get serious. On a world stage, kind of serious, I'm afraid.
Serious.
Let me catch up here real quick. I'm sorry, I got a hiccup. S. Warren came in with $5 and said, wouldn't it be great if sanctions on Russia hurt Trump's finances somehow? I think it is. I think it's going to. I do. It's going to hurt him in a lot of different ways, I think. John Diddybag came in with $10. John, thank you very much. He said, gas is so expensive, I saw a street gang doing a walk by. Yeah, we can't afford to drive no more, buddy. We're just going to walk by. And Karen Van White came in with a $2 donation and said, war, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Thank you. Good God. What is it good for? It's good for killing people.
Yeah, and this whole the whole war coming to this country, it ain't gonna be no damn Red Dawn movie.
No, this is not gonna go the way it plays out in the movies. No.
Yeah.
And anybody thinks so is naive.
All these good old boys, or whatever you want to call them, wander around on the weekend in their army surplus store.
Yeah.
Camo, and like I said before, they probably couldn't last with a group of fourth graders in a game of laser tag. But,
probably not. Kids with laser tag take it more seriously.
Yeah, it's God,
I worry about it, SC. I do, because of where I live, because of who I am sometimes, and the visibility of that.
Yeah.
It's I got people driving around my fucking house. Shit.
Yeah. I just try. I go back. Which I've done it a lot lately. Just think about different times.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of stuff that I know. That was crazy for my grandparents, for you, other generations to see, and now it's my turn to see all this.
It is. And what you see sometimes isn't what you thought you were gonna see.
Yeah,
and it doesn't affect you the way you thought it would.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off, guys. Dinner's here, but I just wanted to say hello, remind you all that I love you. When I get some more free time, I'll be back. I just been a busy little beaver.
But please give our best to Julie, and enjoy your dinner, brother. We love you. Take care of yourself.
All right.
Bye. Yeah.
Nice speaking.
None of us have been in this place before. None of us have been here before to think of the possibilities of what could transpire in this, what could escalate this into something that would affect everybody. And that's a scary thought.
10 years ago, this could be happening in Ukraine. I probably could be looking at it. Maybe I'd still feel the same, but looking at it a little different. But shit's fucked up over here. And it's it's not like it was 10 years ago.
And Joe Biden is trying so hard to reach out with that message of unity, that we have to bring ourselves together to face this stuff. And we're seeing some movement. There is a bipartisan effort going on right now in the Congress to quit buying oil from Russia at all. And again, yeah, they're still trading on the open market, baby.
Yeah. You know, I seen something a few minutes ago when I was just strolling through Twitter on here, but it was like our supervisor of elections here in my county was telling people to go check your shit, make sure it's up to date.
Yeah.
And you haven't been flipped to Republican. You know what I mean?
Yeah, check.
And
Yeah.
I just seen that, so I'm gonna check that out tomorrow.
Yeah, check your
check my shit,
yeah.
sure.
We just had voting day, so I'm good. Yeah. Be ready though.
We have a major problem here in this country.
Indeed, Keith.
And it's called Russian TV. I'm sorry, Fox.
Yeah, same thing.
You know, they're spreading so much BS that they're putting us against each other.
Indeed.
Yeah. Well,
And
you know,
against
Keith.
the world.
Yeah, well, you know, Keith, I'm glad you brought it up because I meant to mention it earlier because we were talking about other things. But I was sitting there looking at Twitter, and Marjorie Taylor Greene's on one of these channels.
Right.
I don't know which one it is, but she's claiming she believes that Joe Biden was on drugs or quotation juiced up on something when he was given this, you know. And she's out. I haven't listened to the video because I've been on here. I'm just reading what the little tweet says. This, I mean, I don't know if it's on Newsmax or one of these. I don't know because I haven't listened to the video. But she thinks this. She thinks she was out there on the and now she was out there yesterday saying she's got all these articles of impeachment wrote up on him and shit. It's like this. Jesus Christ.
What pisses me off is why these nut jobs get so much airtime. You know. They ought to be treated like they are, as nut jobs.
Yeah. Well, you gotta look at where they're at. I mean, they're either on Fox or
Who the fuck is paying them?
Or these
Who is paying them?
Other, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
You know, it's Fox or this, like I said, OAN. Is that one of them or something? I don't know. I don't watch them. I don't pay attention to them, so I don't know what the hell they are. You know, but
John Diddybag just donated $10 and said the Republican voted trillions for the military, and I didn't get to read the rest of it. I've lost half my screens. I saw that come over here. John Diddybag. Wait, I got one back. Never mind, I got it back. Where's John?
Stop with the buttons, John.
I didn't touch anything. Travis walked out of the room, and all of a sudden, two of my screens.
You unplugged the laptop.
You had to unplug the laptop?
No, you somehow unplugged, or it got unplugged. So it should be back.
All
Is
right.
it?
Yeah, it's back. I was just looking for where. There it is. John Diddybag came in with $10 and said the Republicans voted trillions for the military budget, but most of them voted against the VA budget.
From the looks of it, the reactor building is not on fire.
Well, that's good news. You got to take it where you can find it, baby.
I'm looking at a live feed, and it doesn't seem the reactor building.
There are plenty more nuclear power plants in Ukraine, though.
Yeah.
I think John Diddybag a while gave a number in the chat just a minute ago, or somebody did. Yeah, there's a lot of. You know, they are going after the infrastructure, baby, but they're not stopping there. They're hitting residential areas. You know, they're. And, you know, from what Macron said after his meeting, he said things are going to get worse. As a matter of fact, that's a quote for him.
John,
things are going to get much worse.
Once Putin gets done showing all of Ukraine, what's he going to have left to take over? What's he going to do? Build it all up himself?
Mayor of nearby town says the fire resulted from relentless shelling by the enemy. So that's why we've got a fire at a nuclear power plant. Is because Russia is continually firing on it.
You hear that, John?
What?
What if Putin shells all of Ukraine, what's he going to have left once they take over the country? What's he going to do? Build it up himself or make other people build
He
it
doesn't
up?
care. He doesn't care what he has left. as long as he has control of it. We're trying to figure out what the hell the objective here is, except to just take the property, period. Take Ukraine for Russia. I think he had plans to come in here and it would be an easier task of toppling the government. You put up a fight against the Ukrainian army and they surrender or retreat, and he just comes in and takes the whole thing. I don't think he planned on the world reaction. I don't think he planned on the reaction from the Ukrainian people, most of all, or from the Ukrainian president, who has made himself into a freaking hero. Like he said, I don't need a ride, I need ammunition. He has stood by his country and has shown the leadership that it
or
takes.
Or the reaction
baby.
from his own people, or the reaction from his own army. I don't think he's planned any of it.
No. Putin doesn't have this. And the safest, like I said, the safest solution inside is the Julius Caesar. Is somebody's got to assassinate his ass inside Russia. That would be the best outcome of any of this, is somebody just take his ass out.
I agree.
I just, how that happens, who knows? Power's way beyond me. Either that or it just has to be the Russian army, the Russian military itself, to just say no and walk away. Say
Well,
no.
that's
We're
what
tired of
happened,
talking.
right?
We're tired of attacking their brothers
John,
and
that's
sisters.
what happened the last time when the Soviet Union fell. I think they got the army to stand with them.
Yeah.
And they toppled the movement. Yep.
And there is a large movement inside of Russia. But it's the older generation of Russians that are still listening to RT, Russian TV, and as far as they're concerned, what is it Putin is saying? They're not at a war. They're trying to prevent a war. They think they're trying to sell it that NATO's on the doorstep and Ukraine is fixing to attack Russia. So Russia is trying to prevent the war by going into Ukraine to stop the NATO forces from coming in. That's the bullshit that he's selling.
I thought, John, that once the Soviet Union fell, I thought it was going to be turned into a democracy. What happened there?
Well, now the Soviet Union did fall, and those, some of Ukraine being part of it, the Baltic states up there were all part of the Soviet Union. Russia itself was reduced back to its own borders. Its satellite states were all released from the Soviet Union. And, well, like Belarus, they've returned. It seems like they kind of want to hang on to Mother Russia for some reason. But, yeah, it's a different world now. There is no Soviet Union. Right now, up in the Baltics, those are NATO states now. They're not going back to Mother Russia. And we would defend them. Attack on one is an attack on all. That's what the NATO charter says. So if any of those Baltic states, and there's 3 of them up there, I can't remember them. Somebody help me out there. Latvia. And there's 2 other ones up there. But when he went into Georgia, he ended up getting a little chunk of Georgia. Just like he was trying to do down in Ukraine with the separatist region down in the Bon. There's damn too many names.
Estland, Letland, Lithuania.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Hank. You're closer. So.
I always loved topography in school, so
yeah.
I know.
I got too many damn names in my head. I'm trying to remember.
But we do have several people in the Netherlands who don't know anything, because there used to be like this program about holidaymakers, and like this guy goes to Spain with an empty map of Europe with only the outlines of the countries, and then he starts asking these holidaymakers where they are at this moment. So they point out stuff in Russia or in Italy while they're in Spain. It's hilarious.
There you go.
But yeah.
There you go. What a strange world it would be without borders.
Oh yes.
Some may say I'm a dreamer.
I would love it. I Travis knows this. You know this. I'm a Star Wars fan. I am.
Is he a Star Wars fan, Travis?
I also like Star Trek, and especially the idea of Gene Roddenberry that we should have a world planet, a planetary government, or a federation of countries without borders. Nationalism is so outdated. War is so outdated. We have to stop this bullshit, basically. I mean, I'm actually hoping for an extraterrestrial invasion to make people see that we're not unique. No. I mean, seriously, why are there borders? Why are we nationalists? Why do we think we're so important? We're not. Look at nature. In 30 years, this planet is unlivable for humans. Well, serves them right, doesn't it? I mean,
that's where we're headed, Hank.
Borders? Why do we have war?
And we can see this, but the world powers they ignore it. They're too busy with their.
Since there's no humans, the world will just repair itself and go back to being.
Oh yeah, we're like fleas on this planet. Is what we are. That's exactly what we are.
Hey, this is Keith from Minnesota.
Hi, Keith.
You know, when I watch some of my Republican friends watching Star Trek, it's like I just want to slap them. It's like we'll never get there with you holding people back and telling people what they can't do. I just want to slap them.
You have
we need a slapping law.
We need a slapping law.
No, I mean, seriously, you have these Republican Star Trek fans who are now pissed off because in Star Trek you see gay people kissing, and you see a transgender person, and you see somebody who's gender neutral.
Oh my God!
These so-called Republicans.
Even little critters.
Yeah, and they still think
critters.
Star Trek fans. They haven't understood
love is love, baby.
Anything of Gene Roddenberry's philosophy. Sorry to say.
It is. It's a sad statement. I'm not a Star Trekker, but I like science fiction movies. I like futuristic movies. And when you go to look at one, we're eons from getting there. Just with our personal hatreds for bullshit that doesn't matter.
To be honest, in the alien films, I'm always rooting for the alien.
Yeah, somebody just said a minute ago, if aliens existed, they would destroy us because they'd come here and we're dumbasses or something like that. I mean, so they would be more advanced and they would declare us crazy and dangerous. Insane tuna, indeed. That's what I always said. They come if they have the ability to come here, they're past our ass up. Yeah, technology is they're well advanced. We're in bad shape. But in the movies, hey, I've seen the movies. We win. And we always win in the movies. It's only when real life comes along that fucks things up. And what we're seeing in Ukraine is reality. It's what this world is capable of. I hope we I want to get to Star Trek. I want to get to
talking about science fiction. I have to tell you this, John. Sorry to butt in.
No.
Anyone who has a television set or whatever, or who has the internet, because nobody pays for their television anymore these days. At least I don't. You should watch the hilarious series Resident Alien, about an alien taking the shape of a doctor in a small village somewhere in Colorado, I think. It's a viewing tip. You have to watch it. It's hilarious. It's brilliant. It's called Resident Alien and
Resident Alien.
Resident Alien.
Do you hear that?
Let me see who's broadcasting it. Hang on.
Resident Alien. Travis, check it out.
Resident Alien is a drama series, and it's on a Sci-Fi channel.
On the Sci-Fi channel.
Gonna have to look into it.
Is, working at the moment. But you can also go the way I always go, which is the Jack Sparrow way. I watch everything on my computer, and I've never paid for any subscription anywhere, and I will never do that. So there you go.
Yep. Bernadette Priya, until we treat all humans as humans, we are bad for the planet. Look at what we do. And, you can't, all of us see it. What we're doing to this planet itself. We have got so much turmoil in this world, and Ukraine being the big issue right now, but day by day, baby, we're watching this thing be destroyed. And and it is sad that we have to deal with issues like Ukraine and other world issues, that we can't focus on saving the big picture, saving the planet itself, the one thing that gives us life. Yeah. And as Bernadette would say, grow a garden, baby. It's a good time to start. Bucket garden, real garden, it doesn't matter. Just start growing beans somewhere. You'll find it enjoyable, too. Anyway. I want to... Go ahead, Hank. No, go ahead.
I've just seen an aerial photograph of this nuclear power plant that is on fire.
Right.
I mean, the buildings next to the reactors are on fire. And I thought it had just one reactor, like we have in Europe. You got a nuclear power plant, you have one reactor. This power plant actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reactors.
6 reactors.
Yeah, it's the largest. It's the largest one in Europe. It's the largest one in Europe.
I didn't know that. I thought they had one massive reactor, but no. It's
6 reactors.
Nice.
You know, we're looking at Chernobyl, not too far down the road from there. You know, it's
and this is all happening live now.
Yes.
I posted the link in the chat.
So wouldn't that be a terrible thing to see tonight? That thing go up.
Really?
You know, it would tell the world a story. It would tell a tale. You know, I don't know what this man has in plan, but it's not good, baby. It's not good.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like, you know, when I was going through Twitter a few minutes ago, I seen the thing, who in the hell bombs a fucking nuclear plant? And I'm looking, they're talking about that plant, and it is like the largest nuclear plant in Europe, supposedly. Yeah. And they're bombing it. What the?
Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck?
They're going to put in the air.
That's what you get that's what you get when you send conscripts into a country that they know nothing about, with plans they have no clue about, and with weapons they just need to push a button. And,
a lot of these troops, you know, they're right out of boot camp, baby. If they got boot camp at all, some of them.
Like I said, is this his F troop? What's his bigger plan? If there is one, what's the deal?
Indeed.
You know, we just sit here, day to day. And
He's sending his troops into that mess, and then going to attack everything.
That's the difficult part, I think, for a lot of us. That desire to really do what we want to do to stop this shit, and the realization of where that takes us.
You know, I gotta look at really. Couldn't these Russian troops just turn around and say "fuck it"? Because I understand one of their major generals or something like that.
Doing that.
Yeah, they are.
That would be the best outcome. Would be the military.
Out by a sniper.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Okay. I'm sorry to do a repeat, but we've seen the videos of convoys like 40 miles and stuff, and I said, not bombs, but flyers. We see you. We could bomb you. We don't want you to die.
We have
Turn
a picture.
Around and go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I've seen stories of troops that have sabotaged their own vehicles by poking holes in the gas tanks. They're out of gas. We can't move. I don't know what happened with it. We can't move.
Yeah. I mean,
trying to do anything to keep it. Go ahead.
To some point, this has got to be embarrassing to Putin.
Yes.
I mean, you got people going into their abandoned tanks on TikTok showing you how to drive them.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I wouldn't want to be that because my luck, I'd be the one that's saying,
doing tank was out of gas. This guy in a truck drove up with. Want to know if he could give him a tow back to Russia. You know.
Remember what happened in Iraq with the highway of death? Do we need to see that shit again?
Well, that's what's that convoy sitting there is not a convoy; it's a target, and they are being attacked.
They have already attacked. They have already attacked the convoy this early evening with their own rocket launchers, as well as some of the remaining jets of the Ukrainian Air Force. The problem is we don't have satellite pictures yet of the damage it has done.
Yeah,
we will. What I was trying to say, John, is this week there's a couple different high-ranking U.S. military officials who said that those Russians may indeed penetrate Kyiv. But Kyiv is so big, the Russians may never make it back out. They may be slaughtered once they get into the city.
Who was that famous general said when he was surrounded? We have them just where we want them. Can't miss them. They're in every direction, baby. Go for it.
Wasn't that the Battle of the Bulge?
I believe it was. Yes. Yes, we are surrounded. We have the enemy exactly where we want them.
Yeah, I think the same guy who said when the Germans asked, do you want to surrender? He said, nuts.
Yep. Well,
nuts. Yeah.
That's where we are, baby. You know, like I say, I'm torn between the military side of me and the humanity side of me, and knowing that one knows what the other one's going to, what the other one leads to. We want a peaceful resolution of this, but it's getting harder and harder to recognize that. The best thing that could happen would be that the Russian military itself stops this. That would be the best outcome we could hope for.
The Ukrainians released a rather nasty propaganda video into the Russian media and the internet, in which you see the fact that every family of a dead Russian soldier gets about 11,000 rubles or 10,000 rubles. And then they start comparing that with the present day price of pork in Russia, which is basically you could buy 157 packages of ground pork for one dead Russian soldier. And that's what they launched today as a video. So it's very effective.
Yeah. Yeah. How much meat can you buy? How much meat is that? Because it will consume meat. It already has, and it will consume more. That is the heartbreak of it.
Why do we have to be here right now?
Well,
we could be doing so many better things in this world, in our lives.
We could.
But we have the Putins and the Trumps and their ilk who are holding us back.
It's like a fungus.
It seems so.
That is just spread.
So easy. It seems so easy to destroy things. Mankind has been like that. But to build things up, it takes time. It makes no sense to me why you'd want to destroy, you know? It's an evil mind Johnny has. Putin and Trump and the whole
There are
lot
evil
of them.
people in the world, my friend. Let me think.
There is the old proverb, how would the devil come to us?
Yes. He came, and a lot of people voted for his ass. Anyway, the devil went down to Georgia.
Let's not repeat it.
He was looking for some votes to steal. He was trying to make a deal. Anyway, Sir King Bishop came in with a $5 donation. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it very much. Yeah, the devil went down to Georgia, and I hope that was his downfall. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by and joining us tonight. I appreciate it tremendously. The conversation is edgy. It's critical. Everybody is doing the same thing. We're all holding our breath. Every night we go to bed, we wonder what we're going to wake up to, what news we're going to wake up to tomorrow. It's that bad. And so every day we don't know what's going to happen. But the most important thing I think any of us can do is to rally around Ukraine and our country, our president, our military, our home, our house. We need to get our house in order. And if we have a certain percentage of our population that wants to go down some rabbit hole, say la vie. You can't save all of them. Some of them with common sense will turn themselves around maybe, but worry about your house and what your message is, and be proud of our president because he deserves it. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. Johnny Fly, always a pleasure here, sir. Take care of Pennsylvania up there for us. Well,
I will. Thanks for having me.
You bet. And Jeremy, thank you, brother, for coming in and joining us. We appreciate it.
Sure, thanks for having me.
Outstanding. Anyway, and SC, down in Tallahassee, brother, we always enjoy your voice in here. Thank you for coming by. Uh-oh. SC's checking out the news, I bet. And Hank, anytime you come in. Yeah, I hear you, SC. Well, he's just saying goodbye.
You heard me. Okay.
Yeah. Just now.
Muted.
When you said, do you hear me?
Okay.
That's what I heard.
Okay, well, no. So I didn't know if I was. Okay, my bad. Yeah, it's a pleasure, John. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, SC, for being here, buddy. Take care of everything up in Tallahassee for us.
Hey,
All right.
I'll do it. I'll try my best.
Outstanding. And Jeremy, also. Wait, we did? Y'all got me confused now. Keith, take care of yourself, brother. Semper Fi. Hoorah. Thank you for
Hoorah,
being
brother.
here.
Semper Fi.
And Hank.
Good night, everybody.
There you go. And Hank, always, brother, your voice is always welcome here and appreciated.
Thank you.
And there was somebody in here who thought you had a sexy voice. I'm just saying. I seen in the chat go by.
Oh, no.
Ooh, I like Hank. He has a sexy voice. I saw the
No,
comment. Ain't nobody in there talking about, ooh, I like John's sexy hick ass accent. No, nobody's saying that out here, Hank.
There are a few people. Hang on. There are a few people on our Discord group who have a sexy voice. And let me start with the females first. Bernadette on number 1.
Oh, look at her.
Velika.
Bellica's so sweet.
Ladies. And with the man, of course, Aussie Dave, because of his accent. But he's
Of
not
course,
here, so I can
another
make
accent. Can't compete with them accents, man. I'm telling you.
I do not have a very nice accent. I mean, the Dutch accent is quite funny. But I on behalf of the German, sorry, World War II jokes.
Yep.
I mean, that's my
outstanding.
middle name.
Anyway,
Well, thank you.
Hank, thank you very much. Come back anytime, brother. We appreciate your voice. Let me see. I want to thank Mitch for stopping by and joining us. I want to thank Bill Joins for coming in and joining us. We appreciate their voice. Who else was in here? Somebody else. I forgot who else was in here. Bernadette herself was in here. Thank you very much. And thank you to all our Blue Dot family on YouTube and on Facebook, baby. The conversation goes on. That's where it's at, baby. That's where this family lives and breathes. So thank you very much for that. Thank you to those who donated tonight. And thank you to our Patreon members. We appreciate you tremendously. What makes it all happen. Anyway, baby, y'all take care of yourself. Try to put a smile on your face tomorrow for some damn reason. Dig something out of a closet or something. Smile. Marcia did that indeed today. We were looking at, wasn't it sweet, Travis? We were looking at drawings our kids had done when they was like, I don't know, little. Cool. You know, the Happy Father's Day thing on the refrigerator when you get up in the morning, or the Happy Mother's Day thing, the hand drawing thing. Yes, we were walking down memory lane today. It was so cute. Anyway, whatever it takes to put a smile on your face, try to put a smile on somebody else's face to it. Make your day better. Mañana, Beer and Bud Friday. So
Bud Friday.
Put the beer on the ice, get ready, put the bud in the bowl. Hold on, don't light it. Just put it in there. You got to wait till tomorrow and all that shit, unless you're just overly loaded with bud, in which case have your knock
Actually, I
yourself
thought
out.
it was Friday today.
It was? Well,
Yeah, I thought it was Friday today, and a friend of mine said, no, it's Thursday. I said, fuck.
Ooh, damn.
I didn't know.
Well, you get to repeat Friday all over again. There you go.
Yep.
You can't beat that kind of deal. Hank, take care of yourself. For the rest of the Blue Dot family, we love you. Take care of yourself. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night.